Okay, we should be live, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing today? Welcome to another deadline stream here on the channel. Let me get everything set up rapid. Get the chat up. Get Twitter up for those pesky early team leaks, which are quite important this week, because obviously it's Arsenal early kickoff. So, Gabriel playing. Hopefully that gets leaked. All that good stuff. Right, get that up. How are we doing, Luke? Welcome to the stream, man. Get my team up ready. Okay, I think we're good to go. Ready. We're locking in. We're locking in for the Game Week 10 deadline stream. Hope we're all doing well, though, guys. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning so far. Monkey Man, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are we? Hope we're all having a good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Gabriel will play for sure. I think he will. I just don't know who to bench for him, really. I don't know if I want to trust double Arsenal defense again after they've been absolutely butchering me every single week. Because I don't want to bench Aït-Nouri. I don't want to bench Milenkovic. So it's really who do I play out of Gabriel and Mykolenko. If I didn't have Raya, I'd play Gabriel, but I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Dominique, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Take it from a Gooner. True that. Watkins or Kuna? Watkins or Kuna? I mean, Watkins is the better option, really. He's playing for a better team. He's just a lot more expensive. I assume that a lot of people are selling Haaland this week, though. So you kind of have the luxury of whoever, really. You know, you're saving so much money by getting rid of Haaland. And you're going to have all that money that you can spread all over the place. And honestly, a lot of people are going to be bringing Salah in this week. Luckily, I've already got him. I brought him in last week. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm okay with my team. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, like I'm missing Trent. I don't have Saka, stuff like that. What's up? I missed the last couple of streams and done bad, so I'm here now and hoping for a green arrow. Well, hopefully can help you out as much as possible, man. I'm on the back of 2 red arrows as well, to be fair. They're not being crazy. I've just been kind of like struggling around the 700k mark, but I got kicked out last week to 830k, which isn't terrible. So hopefully we can get... I'm expecting a green arrow this week, though. Because I've not got any of my attackers playing my defenders or anything like that. So I'm hoping for a green arrow. Why did you bring in Salah against Arsenal? What worked out well, but strange move? Because Arsenal were... well, they were very depleted in terms of injuries and stuff. And as well as that, I wanted Salah for the run now. And I knew he was going to go up in price and stuff. And I couldn't afford him because I only had like 0.1 in the bank or something. I know I've still got 0.1 in the bank, but I think someone else had a price rise as well, so I just wouldn't have been able to do it. Because yeah, Aït-Nouri was also having a price rise as well, so I had to act quickly. And I knew I wanted Salah in for like this week, and obviously when they've got Southampton and stuff like that, it did work out. I wasn't really expecting any returns from that Arsenal game, but no, it did work out. Both Palmer and Salah really helping out last week. My team is Raya, Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Porro, Salah, and Mbumo, ESR, Foden, Rodgers, Haaland, and DCL, Pedro, Harwin Bellis, and Barco on the bench. 3 free transfers with a plan to wildcard in 12, 0.4 in the bank. What would you do? I mean, the team's all right at the moment, to be fair. There's not really any players that I would be properly looking at. Obviously, you are missing Palmer, which could hurt. But at the end of the day, you're going to be wildcarding in Game Week 12. It might just be worth, like, rolling. If you can have, like, 5 free transfers as well as using a wild... Like, you might not need to use your wild card if you could get to what you want to do with 5 free transfers. It might not be worth it. It depends if there's a player that you're really looking at. I mean, you could probably get anyone in the game with 3 free transfers. So it's really who you just kind of want in your team. And I understand that you want Palmer, but 40k to 300k for me since Game Week 4. That's a rough drop, man. I'm sure things will pick up. Do I think Diaz will play? Yeah, because I think Gakpo got the most minutes in the cup, didn't he, midweek? So, how's it going, mate? You reckon Digne can at least get a clean sheet point up until he gets subbed off, or can I just play Robinson over Digne this game week? Robinson, I mean, I think I'd probably rather play Robinson, but obviously Mbumo. Do you have Mbumo? Because then you've got an attacker playing a defender. I don't know if McNeil's going to play. Apparently he was. Apparently he's got a chance, I think. Let me have a look at the comments, actually. Because I'm really annoyed because I really wanted him for the Southampton game because I don't really want to play Rodgers this week. There was like okay-ish comments that came out about him. It was something like he's got a chance or something. But I don't know if that means like he's got a chance to be on the bench or something like that. So I'm just not going to risk it. I'd rather just play Rodgers, who did get rested midweek. Obviously, Spurs are missing Van de Ven, stuff like that. So, Gabriel news. We'll hopefully get early team leaks about Gabriel because obviously they're the early kickoff. So, Johnson or Rodgers, already have Son playing. Johnson or Rodgers. I'd probably play Rodgers, to be fair, because I feel like he's going to get 90. And I don't know, I like the idea of having a player from both attacking teams because then it doesn't matter which way the ball's going, you've got a chance of points. So, play 3 of Trent, Aina, Gabriel, and Aït-Nouri. I'd probably play Trent, Gabriel, and Aït-Nouri. It depends. If you've got Raya in goal, then I'd play Trent, Aina, and Aït-Nouri. Any updates on Wood? I think Wood will be fine. He's just got that. He had like a knock that he came off with, but I think he'll be absolutely fine. Good morning, mate. How are you this Saturday? Not doing too bad. Hopefully get a bloody green arrow this week, though, because we're on the back of 2 reds. So, best goalkeepers on Wildcard. I mean, at this point in time, there's not really a lot of standout goalkeepers. Like, Flecken's got good fixtures, but obviously they haven't kept a clean sheet yet. Raya, again, a little bit expensive and not really returning. Maybe even go to, like, the Wolves keeper, but they're not really keeping clean sheets. It's a tough one, really. Game week 12 would be fine, because then you could just bring in, like, Sanchez for Chelsea, and that'd be all right. So, Garnacho or Welbeck for this game week? I think Garnacho's probably solid, like, long-term, because Welbeck's fixtures get, like, really good after. I think they've got City and Liverpool. They've got Liverpool and City, and then their fixtures get really good. So, I'd probably go to Garnacho. And I think João Pedro is going to be a good shout as well when he's fully back. Will you play Gabriel if he's starting? I don't know. I don't know if I want to get hurt by double Arsenal defence again. But I know if I don't play him, he's going to go and score a bullet header. So, bench Porro or Mikalenko? I'd probably bench Mikalenko. I'd probably play Porro over him. Surprised you haven't had Wood as a Forest fan. No, I've been saying all season I don't rate him that much, and he's just been absolutely smashing it. But now I can't get to him, so... I mean, the fixtures don't... I feel like the ship has sailed with Wood. I wouldn't be bringing him in now, because to be fair, for Forest... obviously, they've got West Ham at home, which is a really good fixture. But then after that, they've got... I mean, Newcastle at home, Chris Wood scored, I think, a hat-trick against them last season. It was great. Absolutely loved it. But then they've got Arsenal and City away in the next 5. Ipswich at home is obviously great. Then, like, United away, Villa at home. Like, the fixtures aren't incredible. I think you're looking at Raul Jimenez or Kuna or someone like that, really, if you're looking at a striker around that price point. Should I do a Solanke to Kuna from now, or should I wait until Solanke finishes the Ipswich match? I mean, I feel like I'd probably just keep Solanke until Ipswich. I mean, he's not had a shot in the last, like, 4 games or something like that. Like, the stats are actually terrible for him. But I don't think I'd sell him before Ipswich at home. I think you'd want him for that fixture. And if he doesn't do anything there, then it's just one of those things, man. Yeah, he's going out of mine soon. Why aren't you starting McNeil over Rodgers? Because I just don't know if he's going to have an appearance point. I don't know if he's going to be fine, and even if he is fine, he might come off on like the half time or the 50th. Where Rodgers was rested midweek, Spurs are missing Van de Ven. I just don't want to risk it. Robertson starts. I don't know. He did play 90 in the cup, didn't he? So. Back nice last week's though. Oh yeah, no, absolutely smashed it. I'm jealous of not having him. Is Van de Ven to Aït-Nouri for a -4 worth it? I probably wouldn't -4 it. I mean, do you not have any bench cover? Gvardiol will play. Apparently, some close representatives, like some Croatian representatives, said that he's fine. So apparently he's going to play, which isn't obviously too bad. But yeah, he should be okay. I'd start him if I had him. I'd start him. Like, there's no way I wouldn't start him against Bournemouth. I think they'll concede, honestly. I think Bournemouth will score, but I'd definitely start him 100%. Solanke or DCL for Larson or Roll? I mean, if you get rid of Solanke, I'd probably rather go Kuna, to be fair, or Raul Jimenez. If you've got the money from Solanke. Do you need that money elsewhere, or...? But yeah, I'd rather go Kuna over Strand Larson. The only reason I've got Strand Larson is I can't afford Kuna. But he's probably on penalties. You know, 90-minute man. I think Strand Larson's fine. You know, he's scored a few goals this season already. But I think Kuna is probably the better option. But obviously he's a lot more expensive, so it's one of those. McNeil to Smith Rowe. Yeah, I don't mind it. I prefer the Semenyo move low in like next week. But Smith Rowe is also great because Fulham have got some really nice fixtures. What do you think about a differential option of captaining Wood for this one? I mean, I don't mind it. He's second top goal scorer. He's been smashing it. West Ham haven't been great. Obviously, they have just beat United, but no, I don't mind him as a captaincy this week. Honestly, he could go big again. Yeah, that money goes to getting Palmer next week. Okay, yeah, makes sense then. So, I mean, DCL's been horrible, man. I'm very happy I got rid of him. He's not been a fun own at all. And with Strand Larson, he's just kind of a set and forget. You can just play him for the next how many weeks? Have the best team out right now? Well, I have the best team out, or as in like out of what I can do. Should I play with Rodgers or McNeil? I mean, I'm in the same boat. I'm going Rodgers just because I know he's going to play 90. He got rested midweek. McNeil might not make it to like, even if he starts, he might not make it to like 55, 60. And Rodgers is playing up top. I'm fine playing Rodgers. You know, they're missing Van de Ven. So I'm fine playing Rodgers. Other captaincy picks besides Salah and Haaland. I think Palmer's a good shout this week. I think Mbumo could be good. Trying to think anyone else. Maybe, probably those. I'd probably say they're the best. Flecken or Sanchez? I'd probably go Sanchez. I mean, Flecken's got good fixtures, but they haven't kept a clean sheet this season. I'd start Porro, Ralph. If you've got Porro, I'd just start him in any fixture, unless it's like City away or Arsenal away. Like, Porro's always got the chance of getting an attack in return. The only reason I got rid of Porro was because he was like off corners and set pieces and stuff, and it kind of hurted his value a little bit. Dibbling or Rodgers? I played Rodgers over Dibbling. Definitely play Rodgers. If you guys are brand new, though, make sure to like and subscribe. We go live with the deadline streams every week. So if you want to come back for the weekly deadline streams, make sure to subscribe. It is completely free. All these clashes making my head turn. I've got Rodgers, Porro, Johnson, Solanke. But to be fair, though, you've not got any Villa defense. So you're fine playing your Spurs attackers. And then, yeah, Rodgers against Porro isn't ideal. But Fabianski or Henderson? Well, we don't know if Fabianski is going to actually take the spot. Or he's just gonna, it was just in for that game week, so probably just play Henderson, really. Who've Palace even got, anyway? Who've Palace got this week? They've got, I mean, Wolves away. Yeah, that's not terrible. Might keep a clean sheet in that fixture, so yeah, I'll probably just play Henderson. So like I say, Fabianski's got, I think Forest definitely score against them, 100%. Big Chris Wood up front, I think he definitely scores. So any chance that Gabriel comes off the bench? No, you don't usually have that with centre-backs. I think if he's fit to start, he'll just start. And, I mean, Arsenal, I feel like they've barely picked up any points over the last, like, month. So, if he can play his best 11, because it's a tough fixture as well. Like, Newcastle away is not easy. So, if he can play his best players, then he's going to play them. Especially with Ben White potentially out. Obviously, Calaflori out as well. Do I think Wood will play this weekend? Heard anything? I think he'll play, yeah. I've not heard anything, but it was just like a small knock, wasn't he? He had like some ice on his foot when he came off in the last fixture, so I think he'll be fine. I don't see why. I'd play him 100%. If I had him, I'd definitely play him. Solanke, Mavidi to Garnacho and Kuna, or Solanke and DCL to Kuna and Wissa. I don't mind the Kuna and Wissa move. That's quite nice. He is still yellow flagged. Yeah, but like Gabriel's still yellow flagged, and he's probably going to be fine. You know, it was really positive about Gabriel. We haven't heard anything about Wood, but if he doesn't play, I'd be very, very surprised. I'd be really, really surprised if he doesn't play. Could Tottenham away potentially be a good fixture for Aston Villa attackers? Yeah, I mean, they're missing Van de Ven, so they're missing a lot of pace at the back. Ramiro's not the fastest player in the world, is he? So I don't mind playing Villa attackers this week. Looked minor? Yeah, definitely looked minor. Wood captain this week in Haaland Vice. I probably wouldn't... Maybe wouldn't captain Wood just because he is flagged and you just never know. But if he's fit, then yeah, I don't mind him as a captaincy shout at all. I have Salah, no Palmer, 2 free transfers, Robertson and Solanke to 8 Nori and Kuna, or Haaland and Semenyo to Kuna and Palmer. Yeah, I mean, that is... that's a move that a lot of people are making this week. A lot of people are getting rid of Haaland to bring in Salah, which is... I understand completely. I think Haaland can still go big, though. I mean, I understand that he's been underperforming, especially after the XG that he racked up last week. But he's a player that can literally score a hat-trick against anyone. I just don't think he's a player that you need to, like, properly rush out your team. Like, he could easily get a hat-trick this week. There's nothing stopping him. And you're going to be kicking yourself because he's so difficult to get back into your team. So I'd only get rid of Haaland if you, like, are 100% are sure and really, really want to be like, okay, if he does bag it is what it is. Do I think DCL is a must-sell? I wouldn't sell him this week, no, because Southampton away is a good fixture. But, you know, he's not a player that's been performing, really. I mean, he might not even start. You know, Thingy came on and scored last week, so... why Gabriel on your bench? Because I just don't think I can trust double Arsenal defence again. I don't think I can. Hey, mate, best McNeil replacement with an 8.5 budget. 8.5, that is, that's a lot of money to spend. 8.5. To be fair, I think the best McNeil replacements are honestly, like, not... I mean, I'd love Semenyo this week, but obviously they've got City. Like, after this week, Semenyo is really good. Smith Rowe is good. Obviously, Rodgers is really, really good. They're like the best cheap kind of midfielders. But like for 8.5, there's not, because like Eze's out, stuff like that. There's not really a lot of players around that price point. Unless if you want to ruin your day, you can always go Bruno Fernandes. But do I think Forest get a clean sheet? I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, we are like the third, fourth best defense in the league. So 11 goals in 9 starts is really not that bad. Yeah, I think it's just because he hasn't done much in the easy fixtures. But then again, they do have a lot of injuries in the moment, so maybe that's why a lot of people are getting rid of him as well. Is it time to transfer out Arsenal defense? I have Gabriel over Raya. I want 8 Nora and a decent keeper. Probably not. I think we made our bed. We just got to line it because game week 12 rolls around. They've got really good fixtures again, and you're gonna want Arsenal players game week 12 onwards, like Forest, West Ham, United, Fulham, Everton, Palace, Ipswich, Brentford, Brighton. It's a really, really good run, and you're gonna want Arsenal players for that run. Like this is the last bad week. Well, Chelsea away as well isn't ideal, but you got 2 weeks. Just got to get through that, and then literally the fixtures are just so good for like basically the rest of the season. They've got Spurs at home, they've got City at home, and Chelsea at home, and Liverpool away coming up. So that's 4 like red fixtures for the remainder of the season. You know, I'm just gonna keep Ray. I'm just gonna deal with it and just hope that he comes good. Welbeck or Rodgers? Rodgers. I think Welbeck got 2 really tough fixtures, hasn't he? Mate, what if DCL scores and I sell him after 5 game weeks or nothing? Well, I thought he would do that last week. I sold him last week and thought he'd score. And I think he did get like an offside goal and stuff, but obviously got subbed off and then I can't remember. Better came on and scored, didn't he? So he might not even play this week. He might get dropped. I don't think he will, but best midfielder for the 2 next game weeks for under 9 mil. Under 9 mil. I mean, Mbumo is the best midfielder to have under 9 mil, 100%. I'm assuming you already have him, though. He's so highly owned that I'm assuming you already have him. But apart from that, it's not really a lot of, like, huge... It's a weird price point, really, like, because you don't really want to trust, like, the Liverpool attackers because you don't know if they're going to get rotated and stuff. Like, I suppose Maddison could be alright, but he's got City away in the next 3. Maybe Bowen, he's got Forest and Everton. And I really like Smith Rowe's fixtures, though. Probably Smith Rowe for the next 3. Brentford, Crystal Palace and Wolves. Some really nice fixtures there. So, yeah, you're probably looking at a Fulham player, really. But that's just my opinion on it. Is Foden a hold? I mean, I guess. Because you're going to want, like, Saka maybe, like, game week 12-ish. So maybe you hold Foden for a few more weeks, yeah. McNeil or Rodgers? I'm going Rodgers just because of the uncertainty around McNeil. Like, it was kind of positive, the comments. He said that, you know, he's got a chance. He's not, like, he apparently did some training, but it was, like, with the physios or something. Like, he didn't do any, like, first-team training. But he's one of those players that, like, if he's all right, he's going to play. And it's quite a big fixture as well. Like, Southampton away, that's like a big 3-pointer. So... Oh no, I'm just gonna play Rodgers. He got rested midweek and they're missing Van der Ven, so is Guardiola or Gabriel starting? They probably both will start, to be fair. I can see them both starting. In terms of my transfer this week, by the way, I'm probably just gonna roll. If Gabriel was out, I'd probably bring in Konate, but I think I'm just gonna keep it. I think I'm just gonna keep Gabriel. Because I want him game week 12 onwards. But I think Delap will start. I think he will, yeah. I think he was just a little bit injured, wasn't he? That's why he didn't start last week. But my injuries are just racking up, man. I need to get rid of Greaves as well, man. I think hopefully McNeil and Gabriel are fine after today, and I don't have to worry about it. Because then I can just play whoever I want next week, really. But yeah, this week I've just got no bench, so I've got to hope everyone plays. I think everyone will play. The only one I'm a little bit worried about is potentially Strand Larson, but he's not he's not been benched all season. So, and even if he does, I think one of Gabriel and McNeil will be fine. So, thinking about Bruno Fernandes or Bowen for the next 2 game weeks, going to wildcard in 12. Yeah, I don't mind Bowen as a little bit of a punt over the next couple of game weeks. I mean, Bruno could be all right as well. He scored 2 in the cup, didn't he, under Van Nistelrooy? So maybe it's time that Bruno finally pops off. Score prediction versus Leicester and Ipswich. I honestly think that it's going to be a goal fest because neither of the teams can defend. You know, we just scored 3 against Leicester. Brentford just scored 4 against Ipswich. I think it's going to be a goal fest. I think it's going to be like 2-2. A wildcarded in Havertz on 6 and have held. Looking at fixtures from Game Week 12, I feel like I might want him again. Am I being greedy or should I transfer him out now to bring him back later? I feel like it's not worth making a transfer on a player you're going to be bringing back in Game Week 12 because that's 2 game weeks and you're using 2 transfers. It's just locking in unnecessary transfers in my opinion. So many captaincy options. Yeah, there's a lot this week. Palmer, Salah, Haaland, Saka, all really good options, and Bumo's a good option this week as well. Then I'll start Vidi and Prey. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of goals in that game. I honestly think there will. I just want one like decent game week just to hit like the 500k mark. But it's just back-to-back reds, man. Luckily they've been small reds, but back-to-back reds not ideal. You're captaining Nunes. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Best of luck. Actually, I want to see who people are captaining this week. Let me do a poll. I'm very interested because I know a lot of people are getting rid of Haaland for Salah. Let me add some options. Salah, Palmer, Saka. Do I put Saka? No, I'll put other. I'm intrigued to see who people are captaining this week. I'm going with Salah, but that's just because he loves playing against Brighton. Absolutely loves playing against Brighton. Haaland 50%. Maybe you won't believe me, but I'm getting a 1k rise on a green arrow and can't get out of the 3 mil mark. Can't get out of the 3 mil mark. Yeah, it's been one of those seasons. There's a lot of like decent FPL managers that are doing really, really badly this season. And I think that's just literally down to the price changes. And I think they've done the prices so well this season. But yeah, a lot of like, you know, top 1,000 managers are literally like 2, 3, 4 mil. It's just one of those seasons, man. It's crazy. Obviously, it's still early days, but it's a lot to claw back. Will I get away with going Nelson Semedo over Aït-Nouri? Need to save 0.1. I feel like Aït-Nouri is such a much better option, though. His attacking threat is so much better. On corners, he's always like... He's like not on the edge of the box, but he's just in the box, but the ball always seems to fall to him. That's how he scored last week, which I'm so happy about, by the way. That made my game week so much better than it was going to be. That Aït-Nouri goal, jeez, man. The only bad thing about Aït-Nouri, though, is he's on 4 yellows. So if he does pick up a yellow this week, he's not playing next week, which is not ideal. Sell DCL when he plays Southampton? I wouldn't sell DCL this week, no. I'd keep him for 1 more. If you didn't have Salah, would you go Haaland captaincy? I'd probably go Palmer, you know. I think I'd be tempted to go Palmer instead. Salah or Trent in a team more impact. I mean, should I sell Trent and to take Salah back in my team? I feel you're going to want both after game week 12, aren't you? So, like, I'd really like Trent back in my team. I just can't do it unless I get rid of Haaland. So if Haaland's like still dropping stinkers around game week 12, then I'm going to bring Trent back in and just get rid of him. But yeah, I mean, Trent is a threat. Trent is a massive threat to my team. Luckily, I don't think he's like crazy highly owned. So if he does pop off, oh, I'm looking at midfielders, aren't I? What's his ownership? 30%. That's actually quite high, to be fair. That's worrying. Oh, I hope he doesn't pop off. I need Brighton to score. Southampton is a better defense than Ipswich, right? No. Southampton, I think, is the worst defense in the league. Best replacement for Solanke? Probably Kuna, maybe. But I don't think I'd get rid of him with Ipswich at home next week. I think I'd just keep him. I'd just keep him. And then if he's still, like, he's not had a shot in, like, 4 games, which obviously isn't ideal, but... hey, buddy, love the content. Thanks for the no BS approach to FPL. Hey, appreciate that, Race. Thank you very much, man. -4 to bring in Salah and Kuna this week for Haaland and Semenyo. Game week 11, roll. Game week 12, Saka and Raul Jimenez for Son and Solanke. I don't like the idea. I wouldn't get rid of Haaland for Salah this week for a hit. I don't think it's justified. I don't think it's good enough. And I know that you'd obviously captain Salah, but for a hit, like, what if Haaland goes and gets a brace, man? Like, it's not worth a hit. I'd only get rid of Haaland this week if you can do it for free and you are all right with the repercussions of him potentially bagging like a brace, because he can do that against anyone. So, thoughts on dropping Haaland if he blanks again this week? Could absolutely stack the midfield with the funds. Yeah, I think I think once game week 12, I'm going to give him 2 more weeks. I'm going to give him to the international break. And if he's still dropping stinkers, I'm going to get rid of him. And I'll probably bring in, like, maybe Saka and Trent or something like that. I might drop him down to, like, I don't even know. Drop him down to, I don't know, like a Wissa or something like that. And then just bring in Saka and Trent. I think that's what I'll do. But I just can't bring myself to get rid of him right now. Semenyo or Rodgers? I played Rodgers this week. I think Salah and Kuna will outscore Haaland and Semenyo. Yeah, I mean, it definitely could happen, 100%. And you can hold them for as long as you want. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just the -4. It's just, if Haaland gets 1 goal, he's probably going to get, like, bonus, and he's going to be, like, highly captains as well. Like, he's the highest captain on the poll. Like, I don't think a lot of people are getting rid of him as much as you think. It could definitely go badly. Luis Diaz. I mean, he should play, because obviously Gakpo didn't played in the cup, didn't he? Score prediction: Chelsea, Man U. I think it's going to be a goal fest as well. I think 2-2. Or no, I think 3-2 Chelsea. I think 3-2 Chelsea. I think they'll pip it. I think Palmer's a great captaincy this week. I really do. Is Maddison worth it? He's not an awful shout. I think there's better midfielders around his price point, though. I mean, Mbumo, around that price, Mbumo's the best, 100%. Does Garnacho score any? Garnacho's actually got an all right stats this season, to be fair, in terms of all competitions. But so I'm just seeing if there's any like team leaks or anything like that. Because I know a lot of people are wondering about Gabriel. Smith Rowe or Rodgers? Smith Rowe or Rodgers? I'd probably play Smith Rowe, because Brentford can't keep a clean sheet, so I'd probably go Smith Rowe. I'm keeping the Viking. Just don't see the point in swapping apples for apples. Ideally have both. Yeah, in a perfect world, owning both is, like, I'm in a very fortunate position. Price rise has just kind of gone my way and stuff, and I'm able to have both and Palmer, and the rest of the team doesn't look that bad, you know. So I'm in an all right position. The only thing that can really hurt my team is, at this point, I think Saka and Trent. They're like the big kind of worries. But Raul in for Solanke for free. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, Solanke does have Ipswich next week, which is a little bit like, you'd want him for that fixture. But I should make prediction videos. Yeah, I mean, I've tried making like transfer. I've tried to make like, I don't know, like best. I mean, I've tried to make like loads of different videos over the past. Like I've tried to make like best transfers, best like whatever. And they all just, like, do really, really badly. So I feel like just nobody's really ever interested in them. So I just stopped making them. But if there's, like, a demand for it, I definitely don't mind bringing, like, other kind of videos. But nobody ever, like, watches them. So I just didn't really see the point. Who should I captain? Haaland, Salah, Palmer, or Watkins? I have all of them. I mean, you've got a good problem. I'd probably say Salah's the best this week. Arguably. But they're all good. Like, any of them could bang. Any of them could bang. I mean, you're in a really good position to own all 4 of them. The rest of your team must look pretty bad to own all 3 of those and Watkins as well. Like, I don't know how Watkins would be in my team. I'm trying to think where I could bring the funds from. Like, maybe downgrading Raya. I just don't know where you get that extra, like, 3 mil from. Like, how? You just got, like, the best transfer budget ever. Start Rodgers or start Rodgers. Salah or Saka? Salah this week. Never back the early kickoff. Never back the early kickoff, apparently. Tier list videos do well. You should try them. I feel like lots of other content creators do that, though. I don't want to be, like, seen as copying them and stuff. Great Saturday to you, good man. I have Dallo on the bench. Would you play him or Gabriel? Lewis, Aitken, and Robinson are my other defenders. I'd probably play Gabriel this week. Do you have Raya in goal, or... I don't know about double Arsenal defense this week, because I think Newcastle probably will score, but... Team selection with videos with a bit of potential transfers is best, mate. Yeah, I mean, that's what we obviously have been doing. We do, like, the transfer plans on Monday, and we kind of take a look at the game week that's just happened. And then, yeah, I'll do, like, wildcard drafts, because I know people are always wildcarding every week. And then, obviously, yeah, I'll do team selection and transfer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could get another video out every week. I just don't really know what to do. Is Isaac injured? I think he had a potential problem. I can't remember what Eddie Howe's comments were. I don't think they were, like, that bad. I think they were relatively promising. If I go to everything that that was said yesterday, so what was I looking at? I can't remember what I was looking at. Oh, Isaac. Where's Eddie Howe? Where's Eddie Howe? So Isaac and Gordon have both had niggling injuries. They will be assessed today to ensure they are okay to play. I think he's fine. I think he's fine to play. I think he'll be okay. I have Martinez in goal, Gabriel only Arsenal player on my team. I'd probably play Gabriel then, yeah. I'd probably play him for... I don't know, because you've got really good options. Lewis, Aït-Nouri, and Robinson. Definitely play Aït-Nouri. Probably play... I don't know, that's a tough one. Maybe I play him over Lewis. I feel like... I don't know, actually, because Brentford's probably over Robinson, actually. Can you rank your team players by highest potential to score this week? I think Salah scores the most, and then maybe like Palmer, and then Haaland, and then Mbeumo. Maybe Raul Jimenez. I could see Jimenez getting a couple this week though. Gvardiol will start. Ake is fit. Concerning. I don't know. He might start. I mean, obviously, his only comments were really about Lewis, weren't they? That they can't drop him or something like that. I think Gvardiol is just he's like their best defender apart from Diaz. So. What's your squad value? Mine's 103.4. Is that good or bad? 103.4 is good. I'll have a look. Where am I? Squad value is... Mine's only 102.8. So, yeah, your squad value is really, really good. So, yeah, anything over like 102, I think is really good because you made an extra 2 mil. So, why don't you pick 5 members teams and rate them like an FPL clinic or rate? Yeah, I could do that. To be fair, that's a good shout, Cage. That's a good shout. I don't think we have. Do you mean like 5 channel members or just 5 subscribers? Because I don't think we have 5 channel members. Start Raya and Gabriel or bench Mikalenko for Gabby. I'm in the same situation. I'm benching Gabriel, but I think he starts, and I just don't want to get hurt by double Arsenal defence again. Because I know that they're just going to concede. And they're the early kickoff as well. And that's just going to, like, ruin my Saturday morning, man. Well, my Saturday afternoon. Like, imagine playing double Arsenal defence and they go and score in, like, the 3rd minute. It's going to be like, well, great. So, should I swap Welbeck for Raul Jimenez? I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. For free. Can you tell which part I should focus my squad on? It's Trent, Gvardiol, Konza, Greaves, Davies, Rogers, and Mbeumo, Semenyo, Salah, Carvajal, Jackson, Haaland, and Delap. Where should I improve? It looks good, to be fair. Your defence is solid with Trent and Gvardiol. You've got Mbeumo, you've got Salah. I think you just roll this week. There's nothing wrong with that squad at all. Because you're going to want to save your free transfers for the international break as well. And game week 12, when that rolls around, there's a lot of fixture swings. Like Arsenal fixtures get really, really good. So you're going to want to bring in some Arsenal players around them. Who should I sell to get funds for Salah? 1, Raya to sells, or 2, Gabriel to Dallo Canate, or 3, Gvardiol to Dallo Canate. I probably wouldn't bring in sells because the fixtures do get a little bit worse after this week. They've got City and Arsenal away in the next 5. I don't think I'd want to get rid of Gabriel because game week 12 onwards is really, really good. But I don't know, Gvardiol is such a good option. But then again, City's fixtures aren't the best from a defensive standpoint. They've got quite a few away fixtures coming up, haven't they? Yeah, Bournemouth, Brighton away. Then they've got Spurs, which is their bogey team. Then they've got Liverpool away. Maybe Gvardiol, to be fair, man. Maybe. But I don't know. I feel bad getting rid of him. Foden has to start. Yeah, I mean, they've got so many injuries. I feel like he just starts. He's just down by default. My only option to not play double Arsenal defence is starting Konza. Gonna have to be double Arsenal defence then, man. What's my plan to get Saka? Plan to get Saka? Around game week 12, I might be getting rid of Haaland and bringing in Trent and Saka. Which is best bench? Sub for McNeil, face menu, or Gabriel? probably Semenyo. I always like playing an attacker, but Gabriel could easily get a bullet header. I don't like benching Gabriel, by the way. Like, I kind of want to play him over Mikolenko. It's just, last season, I'd be playing him without any doubt. But this season, they just cannot keep a clean sheet at all. I know that Saliba's back and stuff like that, but I don't know. Who scores this week? Aït-Nouri or Konate? I don't know. I feel like Aït-Nouri is such a better attacking threat, but Konate is in the best defense in the league, so depends, man. It depends which one. I mean, Palace at home, they're missing Eze, so maybe Aït-Nouri is a good shout. I'd have to go -4 to get Salah in, and I'm not happy about it. What are your long-term plans for a striker, playing 1, 2, or all 3? To be fair, my 8th attacker is Strand Larson. You know, the only reason I'm playing him this week is because McNeil's out. Well, actually, I'd probably play McNeil over Rodgers this week. But it is... I like playing midfielders over strikers. Like, if McNeil was fine this week, I'd probably play 5 midfielders. I don't know. Strand Larson's alright. Like, he's an okay pick. Kuna's better. Probably on penalties. But, I mean, Raul Jimenez and Larson, they're fine. Like, they're just set and forgets for a while. You know, they've both got really good fixtures for the next, like, 5 game weeks, so... Captain Haaland or Foden? Haaland. Apart from Aït-Nouri and Lewis, which defender would be a good transfer in for the long term? Price between 4.9 and 4.4. 4.9 and 4.4. Long term. I mean, Colwell's a good shout, but his fixtures just they don't come good until game week 12. So like after like game week 12 onwards, Colwell's fixtures are really good. But maybe Mikolenko, to be fair. Or maybe Robinson. Robinson could be a shout, actually. Robinson's got... I'd probably do Robinson. He's got 4 out of the next 5 fixtures really nice before you'd have to start thinking about getting rid of him. Depends how long term you're kind of thinking. Surely McNeil's plays or doesn't play at all and you can get Rodgers off the bench. No, I'd be more confident with that if he was a defender. I think McNeil... will start, but I think he'll get subbed early. The comments were positive this week. But they're not positive enough for me to kind of start him, in my opinion. He said, Dwight McNeil has got a chance of featuring in Game Week 10. So it's not like starting, it just says of featuring. So he could easily feature on the bench. Although his current involvement in training is with the physios and not the rest of the squad. So, like, he's not had any training with the squad. He's only been training with the physios, and he's got a chance. For me, I'm not confident enough to do that. Whereas Rodgers, you know, Spurs are missing Van der Ven. He's just been rested midweek. I think Rodgers is fine this week. Ideally, I'd like to play McNeil. If he was fine, I'd play him over him. But I just don't. I just think a 90-minute Rodgers against a weakened Spurs defense is better than McNeil, who might not get that many minutes. Start Rodgers or Semenyo? Rodgers this week. Cunha or Raul? I don't know, man. Probably Raul, to be fair, because he should be on penalties after Pereira missed his, and Brentford cannot keep a clean sheet, so. Start Johnson or Rodgers? Probably Rodgers. Nah, that's such a tough one, man. Maybe Johnson. I'd probably go Johnson, yeah. Just because it's the home fixture. Back the home fixture. Bowen or Rodgers? Probably Bowen. I mean, he's on penalties if he's off the pitch, isn't he? So probably Bowen. What do you think about Reece James? 4.9 is a good pick from now on. I'm gonna give him a few more games before I go anywhere near him. I've been hit by him too many times in the past. Brought him in, injured straight away. Have to get him straight out. It's annoying as hell. PlayStation or Xbox? PC, man. I have a PlayStation. My gaming kind of setup went from Xbox 360 to Xbox One to PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, and now just PC. Raya or Fabianski? Raya. Iwobi or Smith Rowe instead of Semenyo -4. I mean, I wouldn't really take Semenyo out from -4 this week, because after this week, Semenyo's got really, really nice fixtures. Mikolenko over Gabriel, is it 100% in your team? Yeah, I think I'm going to do Mikolenko over Gabriel this week. I just don't want to trust a blast on defense again. Which cheap goalie would you pick? Need to downgrade Ray and max budget 4.9. 4.9. Probably Sanchez, to be fair. I think Sanchez fixtures are decent. I mean, he's got 2 pretty bad fixtures coming up, but game week 12 onwards, Chelsea have got really, really nice fixtures. Palmer, Bowen, and Bumo. Palmer is in my mid. Wait, you've got Palmer twice. Yeah, you got Palmer twice there. I wish I could have Palmer twice on my team. Jeez, man. Kuna or better. Kuna or Raul better long term. I mean, Kuna's got better fixtures long term. Like Wolves' fixtures are just so good now until it's actually a bit ridiculous. They've got good fixtures until game week 18, and then they're really bad. Like they're really, really bad. But from now until 18, you've got 8 fixtures. We just don't have to worry about them. 7 fixtures. The hardest fixture is Fulham away. They've got Palace and Southampton at home coming up. They're without Eze as well, Palace are. And then Southampton are leaking in goals like it's going out of fashion. Like, honestly. I get that Wolves don't score a lot of goals, but they have been going up against tough opposition. And they've just bagged 2 against Brighton. It's all about narrative in FPL. Everyone wants Haaland out, and then he hits the hat-trick. Salah captain blanks, and the entire next week will be spent on how to bring Haaland. People need to chill. That's the thing. It's so reactionary this season. And I love the drama. I love the drama. It's great. But you can't have everyone. You know, I'm obviously missing Saka and Trent. Some people will be missing Haaland. Some people will be missing Palmer. Some people are missing Salah. Like, you just cannot physically have everyone. Which I prefer. You have to know when to get rid of players. You have to know when to bring in players. Palmer and Bumo, Bowen and Foden, and bench Rodgers. Is that okay? Raul Wood, Haaland in front. Yeah, that's absolutely fine midfield. Sell Gabriel for Mbumo. You can't sell Gabriel for Mbumo. Do you mean like as part of a hit? Eze to Garnacho or Trent to Konate and Eze to Saka? Eze to Garnacho or Trent to Konate and Eze to Saka? I don't think I'd be getting rid of Trent. If I had Trent, I'd be keeping him, definitely. Calvert or Raul -4? Probably be bringing in Raul Jimenez. Should I sell Haaland and buy Salah and Kuna for that? 2 more. I can't give the answers for something like. I mean, I understand that people like come to this for advice, but it's such a close call. Like, I could easily say this week, "Oh, get rid of Haaland," and then he can go and bag a brace. He's the top scorer in the league. Like, if you're getting rid of Haaland, you have to understand that it could easily go wrong. Like, yeah, he's not been great, but he did register 2 XG last week. If he'd scored like 2 goals last week instead of 1, no one will be getting rid of him this week. No one will be getting rid of him. And he has the potential to score a brace or a hat-trick against anyone. And if you get rid of him, he's such a difficult player to bring back because you have to rip your team up to bring him back. It's such a close call. But then, on the other hand, he could do nothing this week and Salah could go big. It's such a close call. I would not be getting rid of Haaland for a -4 at all. It'd have to be a free transfer. And you'd have to be alright with the idea that he could go big. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that issue because it's such a big issue. But obviously the rest of my team kind of hurts a little bit because of it. But it's one of those, man. Like, honestly, it's such a close call. It's absolutely fine margins. It's absolutely fine margins. At the end of the day, I think Salah's a better captaincy shout this week. Home fixture, much better team. In terms of the Salah loves playing against Brighton. It's like the second team in the league that he like scores the most against. So Salah's definitely the better captaincy option this week. But Haaland can still go big. And yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It really is. But I don't like the idea of selling him personally. But like I said, I would not do it for a hit. Morning, who would you bench out of Lewis, Aït-Nouri, and Aina? I kind of feel like benching Lewis. Yeah, I mean, Aït-Nouri and Aina both got home fixtures. I'd probably play Lewis over Aina, to be fair, though. I'd probably play him over Aina. Last 5 goals of City, Nunes involved, and he has a 4.9, better than Rodgers. He's not terrible. I mean, Rodgers I still think is like the best sort of cheap midfielder. Like, he's playing 90 for Villa most weeks. And he's like 5.4. He's absolutely ridiculous as an option. I really like Rodgers. If Haaland goes big and you don't have him, your captain needs to be spot on or you're going down the ranks. Exactly, like, Haaland is still going to be... He's still out of this chat anyway, he's still... He's just captained a little bit more than Salah. You know, I think it looks like whoever you captain this week I think it's a massive week for swings this week, 100%. Because the captaincy poll is so close on Haaland and Salah. And I feel like not a lot of people have both. So if you go Haaland and he blanks and then Salah pops off, or vice versa, it's GG's, man. It's GG's. Good morning, Matt. Good luck in the week. How you doing, Nabil? Good to see you, man. How are you doing, bro? Thank you, man. My attackers are Haaland, Wood, Watkins. Should I rush to bring in Kuna or just save a transfer? I don't think you don't need to rush to bring in Kuna this week. Like, Haaland, Wood, and Watkins are fine. I know that Wood is flagged, but I think he'll be absolutely fine. I think it's just it was just a little knock. I think it's just because he had that ice on his foot. That's all. If Haaland goes big, I just read that. What's your thoughts on United's new manager, just based on FPL assets? Which players might be worth considering after this game week? It's hard to say, really. I didn't know who he was until Ten Hag got sacked. I don't know what kind of style of football he plays. I don't have anything. I have no idea. So, for me, I'd stay away from United assets for a couple of weeks and then see what kind of... Like, Bruno might thrive under him. Garnacho might thrive under him. Rashford might thrive under him. You don't really know. Because you just don't... I've never heard of him. Like, when it's an experienced manager coming in, you know how they're going to play. I had no idea who he is. So, I'm just going to hold off on a little bit. Sick and tired from 3-hour walk yesterday, but managing. Jeez, man. 3-hour walk. Was that for go? Haaland out, Salah in for -4. I wouldn't do it for -4, no. Would not do it for a -4. Stop Rodgers or Johnson, pal. Probably Johnson just because of the home fixture, but I think both are... I think it's 50-50 this week. O'Neal, sell and buy Bruno. O'Neal. You mean McNeil? Or would you transfer Solanke, Saka, Gabriel for Kuna, Salah 8-0 for a -4? You're gonna want Saka game week 12 though. You're gonna want Saka and Gabriel game week 12, aren't you? That's the only issue because their fixtures are so good. Start Gabriel or Gvardiol? Gvardiol probably. Yeah, totally useless. Feel like your luck's been really bad lately, man. Same as me, man. Mine's been so bad in it. I've not played as much at all. Is Gvardiol alright? Apparently, Croatian representatives said he was. I don't know how legit that is, but apparently that he's okay. But I don't know. I'm still waiting for early team leaks as well, and there's not been any. Because we really need to know those Arsenal team leaks. Nabil with the 10 gifted memberships. Dude, Nabil. Thank you so much, man. Gifted memberships to Owen, Morosino, Jamal, Yasin, Blackhole, James, Simon, Vertex, Sean, and Charis as well. Nabil, absolute legend. Thank you so much, man. If you have just been gifted a membership, please give him a big old thank you in the chat. Thank you for the 10 gifted, bro. I need to start making emotes for this channel, man. Do I even have any? I haven't got any emotes. I literally have no emotes. I need to make some emotes on this channel. I wasn't ever expecting to get any members on this channel, so I didn't make any emotes, but I need to make some. Dude, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. That is insanely generous. Thank you, bro. Who's number 1 in your FPL league? I will check. I have no idea. I'm 319, so I'm an absolute stinker. 93 points. Robsdale. Jeez, man. Oh, played your triple captain. Absolutely smashed it. Jeez, man. Fair play. Fair play. Triple captain Dembumo. Bro, he's seeing things. He sees pictures. I don't know who Robinsondale is. Robsdale. He sees pictures. He absolutely sees pictures. What an absolute triple captain that is. Wild. No wonder he's top. 45 points last week. Jeez, man, he's bathing in the points. How are you today? Hopefully better yourself. Yeah, so much better today, man. Feeling so much better. So much better. Thank you, man. Thank you again for the 10 gifted. Absolute legend. McNeil is playing. The comments are relatively positive. They said that he's got a chance, but he's been training with the physios. He hasn't been training first team, so I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. So Vardy or DCL to Raul or save the transfer. I'd save DCL this week. He's got Southampton away. It's a good fixture for him. Do you see any potential clean sheets this week? I think Palace keep a I think Wolves keep a clean sheet because they're without Eze. I think Forest keep a clean sheet. I'm not just saying that because I have them both. I think Liverpool probably keep a clean sheet. I think City will as well. I don't think Bournemouth will score. So in before all of them don't keep a clean sheet. Fleck and Kanate, Lewis, 8 Nori. Who would recommend starting? Who to captain? I mean, I'd captain Salah out of those. Who would I play? I'd play Kanate, 8 Nori, and Lewis. I'd play Salah, Palmer, and Bumo Smith-Rowe, and Iwobi. Actually, no. I'd play Salah, Palmer, and Bumo Smith-Rowe, and I'd play Haaland, Raul, and Wissa, and I'd captain Salah. McNeil, sell for Bruno. I probably wouldn't sell McNeil for Bruno Fernandes, no. Captain Haaland or Palmer. It's a shout. I mean, it's a tough one. I think honestly Haaland's like my third captaincy this week. I think I'd go Salah, then Palmer, then Haaland. Just the extra points from scoring a goal. And United, they did concede a couple. I mean, they won the game midweek, but they did concede a few against Leicester. So nothing on Gabriel yet. No, I'm refreshing. We should get early team leagues for Arsenal though. Like, I'd be very, very surprised if we didn't. No, thank you so much for the 10 gifted though, Nabil. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the support. I am surprised about the Saka price rise last night though. I didn't think that would happen. I did not think that would happen. Should I save wildcard? I try and keep it until game week 12. If you still have it now, I'd play game week 12 because that's when Liverpool fixtures get really good. Arsenal fixtures get really good. And you'd want to be kind of on bringing those kind of players in. In case of selling Haaland, how hot of an idea is to bring in Bruno Fernandes and Son along Salah and Bruno? I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a player I'd be going anywhere near until we see what this new manager does. He's been awful this season. Mikalenko or Aina? Probably just Aina, just because of the home fixture and the defense is better. Mikalenko, I mean, Aina's relatively attacking as well. Yeah, I'd probably do Aina. Get the feeling that Haaland's do a haul this weekend and looking like 120% or less estimated ownership of Haaland this week. Yeah, I mean, I've got him and I need him to blank because I think if you're getting rid of him or even if you're not captaining him, you need him to blank because he's going to be over 100%. And so if he scores, it's going to hurt my rank. If you get rid of him, it's going to hurt your rank a lot more. But for me, it's going to hurt my rank and I own him. So I kind of need him to blank. So I just need Salah to pop off, man. I need it. I need it this week. And he's got so many double-digit hauls this season, so he loves playing Brighton. He loves it. Your team is generally perfect this week. Do you feel you're missing anyone? Trent, 100%. And I'd say Saka as well. They're the two that can really hurt me this week, I think. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think a team can be perfect at all. I think the prices have just been done so well this season that it's just... You just can't have everyone. Like last season, you could have Salah, Haaland, Palmer, Trent. You could have them all and not have to worry about it. But I don't mind it this week. It's all right on paper. It's not too bad. But I've had teams game weeks in the past where they've all had like home fixtures. They've all been really good, and I've dropped like a red arrow. It's just you never know how it's gonna go. You can set it up as perfectly as you can, and once you do that, it's just all down to luck. Like it's just out of your control. Foden to Palmer or Gabriel to 8 Nori. Probably bring Palmer in. I think he's only going to keep going higher and higher in terms of price. Oh, good news for a chance. I fixed the AC. Let's hope it stays intact this time. You fixed it. Hey, good stuff, man. Hopefully, yeah. It can't be breaking again. Can't be breaking again. I don't know how you survive without AC, man. Jeez. In that weather, even though it's like winter now, that must be unbearable, man. Jeez. I'm glad you got it fixed, though, man. Absolutely insane. Did you fix it yourself, or did you get someone to come out and fix it? FPL Now on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, no. I've been thinking about doing like shorts and stuff, but yeah, just trying to evolve the channel a little bit. Hey there, would you sell Madison and Trent for Palmer and 8 Nori? I probably wouldn't sell Trent. No, I think Trent is kind of a big player to own now. You know, they've got Brighton at home and Southampton away in the next 3, and then game week 12 onwards. Obviously, the fixtures are really nice. So. Hussein, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Make sure to like and subscribe though, guys, if you're brand new. We do go live with these deadline streams every week, so if you want to get involved with that, make sure to like and subscribe. Completely free. Really helps out. Can be a good deed of the day, liking the stream. But yeah, for me, I think I'm just rolling this week. I kind of want as many transfers as I can have before the international break because I hate going into the international break with no transfers. Or we're like one. It's just not beneficial. So if I can get like at least 2, I'd be happy. I'd be happy. How to decide to keep Watkins or give it up to get Salah in the future? I mean, the Villa fixtures aren't ideal. I think I'd probably go with getting Salah, yeah, over Watkins if you can. It's not too hard, but my devices can't survive even with the 3029. I need to keep it cool here. Oh, you brought in someone? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Which sucks as well. Are you back on Silent Hill now then? Can you play? Oh, no, was it Persona you were playing? No, yeah, because you haven't got Silent Hill yet, have you? Have you been back on Persona since it's been fixed then? I've got Kuna and Larson. Do you think the double up is too much? I probably wouldn't double up myself, no, because Wolves don't score a lot of goals. But if I was going to get rid of one of them, I'd get rid of Larson. Bro, how are you doing? Haaland out, McNeil out, Salah in, Kuna for -4. Hussein, I wouldn't do a -4 to get rid of Haaland, no. I would not do that. FPL Andy transferred out Haaland hat-trick incoming. I suggest you captain him now. Andy's been very unlucky this season, bless him. He's been very, very unlucky this season. Not a lot's gone his way. But it's a big call getting rid of Haaland. Especially when you're the biggest content creator as well, because the stick he must get, man. Like, if Haaland goes big this week, the stick he's going to get is going to be rough. So, yeah. I mean, he can only do so much, but it's a big decision. Because it's a season, like, destroyer. If he gets a hat-trick this week, it's a season destroyer, and you don't own him. Especially how much he's going to be captained. Like, if he gets a hat-trick this week, my rank's dropping from 830 to probably like 1.2 mil, at least. And that's with him in my team. It's just that bad. What are the odds for the City and Arsenal games? I don't know. I never look at the odds, to be fair. I'm not a betting man. Here's my team. Raya, Trent, Lewis, Milankovic, Rogers, Madison, Saka, and Mbumo, Wood, Haaland, bench, Semenyo, Gabriel, 3 free transfers and 2 mil in the bank. What transfers would you do? I mean, you don't need to transfer anyone. Like, your team's looking really good. Next week, I'd get probably rid of Wood for, like, Kuna or something. But I'd probably just roll the transfer, man. I need a replacement for Van der Ven. I got Konza, Einer, Nori, and Johnson. For Van der Ven, probably look at, like, Colwell or something, maybe. Because Game Week 12 on was, like, you're not going to play him this week, but Game Week 12 on was really good. Thanks, bro. You always help me through the chat. Have a good day. Thank you, man. Hope you do as well. Now, I just fixed 2 hours ago. Now I'm chilling before. We'll go at 5. 2 for you. Try to do... Oh, dude, best of luck, man. Best of luck, Nabil. I hope you can get a couple done. Because they've made them easier now. So hopefully you can actually win a couple. I still can't, unfortunately. I've just got to watch on the sidelines and just never be able to do it. Oh, Daku's posted on Instagram the Bournemouth City game, so he might be starting. I thought he was out injured, but he could be starting potentially. Where are the team leaks for Arsenal, man? How long we got left? Half an hour? Interesting. If Gabriel starts, would he play the entire 90? Could lock the clean sheet before Newcastle score. With centre-backs, they usually don't come off. Unless they're just trying to waste time at the end. So, I feel like if you're going to play Gabriel, you're going to... I just don't like early team kickoff with double defense, man. Because it can just... Like, if they keep a clean sheet, then fair play. But, I don't know, man. I don't want to be hurt again by double Arsenal defense. Even if he's confirmed to start, I don't think I'm going to play him. I just don't want to get hurt by double Arsenal defense again. Because I know if it was at Newcastle at home, I'd probably do it. The only thing is, like, Isak and Gordon could both be out. And if they are, then... That's why we need the team leagues. If Gordon and Isak are out, I'll probably play Gabriel. If Gabriel starts and Isak and Gordon are out, I'll probably play Gabriel. Because their attacking threat is going to be Harvey Barnes, Murphy, and... I don't even know who else. But I'm fine playing double Arsenal defense against that. Does Wood start? He should, yeah. I have Guardiola, Gabriel, McNeil, and Wood all on yellows with a free transfer and 3.3 in the bank. What should I do? Well, Gabriel should play and Wood should play, so I think you can just roll. Currently 1.8 mil and had a terrible start. Was 4 mil after 4 weeks, but stuck through the team and hoping a huge redemption with my Game Week 12 wildcard. It's a big differential Game Week 12 wildcard. A lot of people would have used it by now. So, yeah, fair play. Just got to ride these next couple of weeks and hope for the best. Not having Salah or Palmer is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Yeah, that is going to hurt. Wagwan lads, how you doing? Charis, good to see you. Foden start, should do. Start Diaz or Rogers. Probably start Diaz. If Gabriel confirmed to start, will you play him? Like I say, if he's confirmed to start and Isak and Gordon miss out, I'll play Gabriel, yeah. But I need those early team leagues. Morning, would you rather have, by game week 12, Salah, Palmer, Haaland, Raul, or Saka, Palmer, Haaland, Jackson? I'd want Salah in a game week 12 team, 100%. I feel like Salah, Saka, Palmer might be better than having Haaland at that point, around game week 12. Who would you get rid of out of Mikolenko, Lewis, or Milenkovic to get Ignorian? 2 free transfers this week. Probably Lewis, to be fair. I don't think City's fixtures over the next few weeks are that good. Garnacho or Bruno, this spot will eventually go to Saka, so price doesn't really matter. Probably Bruno, just because he's on penalties. He played pretty well in the cup as well midweek, didn't he? So, do I think Madison is a keep? For the next 3, yeah. I mean, they've got Ipswich at home coming up. But if they keep the clean sheet next week, everyone got double Arsenal in the team. I mean, I'm just keeping them now anyway for game week 12 because game week 12 onwards, Arsenal's fixture are really good. So, who would you bench if Gabriel starts? Probably Mikolenko just because of the away fixture. But Southampton are just terrible. But yeah, I can't bench Nori or Milenkovic. They're just too good options. I'll tell you about it hopefully on your post stream because I don't want to spam chat here about it. No, it's all good, Nabil. It's all good, man. The chat's not very fast in this, so it's all good, bro. Do you think I should start Rodgers or McNeil? I prefer Rodgers just because he got rested midweek. He's going to play 90, whereas McNeil is he's a bit of a doubt. He trained with the physios, and that's it. He didn't do any first-team training, so he's a little bit of a risk, in my opinion. I think he either starts and comes off early, or he'll be benched and he'll come on late, maybe. It's such a good fixture, though. I'm really annoyed because I wanted to. I brought him in so I could play him this week as well. Because after this, the fixtures are like they're still all right for a little bit, but they do start getting a little bit. I mean, West Ham away's all right. Brentford at home is good, and they've got Wolves at home coming up. And then I need to start getting rid of them because Liverpool, Arsenal, like that is horrendous. Liverpool at home, Arsenal away, Chelsea at home, City away. That's a 0 points out of 12 if I've ever seen it. Like that is horrendous. So, dude, Nabil dropping another 10 gifted. Jeez, man. Gifted memberships to Ahmad, FPL down under Stefan, Mohammed Sherwin, 14M, the greatest, Ash, Boulderstoke, Reese, and Capolo as well. Nabil, bro. Over the back, I gotta make some emotes, man. I gotta make some emotes for this channel. I don't have any. Dude, thank you so much for another 10 gifted. Jeez, man. That is unreal, man. Thank you so much. If you have been gifted a membership, please do thank the legend that is Nabil. For the massive 20 gifted. Dude, thank you so much, man. Jeez, bro. Johnson or Rodgers? I probably play Johnson this week just because of the home fixture. Thank you so much, though, man. You did not have to do that, bro. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the 20 gifted, man. Absolute legend, dude. Thank you so much. Who do I captain? Salah, Haaland, Wissa, and Bumo or Kuna? Salah this week. I think Salah's the best captaincy this week. I have Calvert. Should I keep him or replace to Raul -4? You keep DCL this week. It's Southampton away. It's the best. It's a great fixture for him. Bring Raul or Wissa for DCL. I think I'll just keep him this week. Southampton away is a great fixture. He's on penalties as well. It's his like last chance, I think. Yeah, DCL going to have his last dance. Yeah, you just keep him this week. Southampton away is not a fixture. You get rid of him. On a -4. Would you take out Vididi for Garnacho? I don't know, man. I feel like something big from Garnacho. I don't think I'd do it for a -4, no. Would you sell Son for Salah for a -4? I mean, Son's probably... I don't know. It's tough because Son's probably only going to get like 60 minutes. 65. But he's also got Ipswich at home next week. And you're going to want Son for that. Like, Son's probably the best captaincy option next week. If you can bring Salah in any other way from -4, I'd do that. I don't think I'd want to get rid of Son. Johnson and Solanke to Raul and Saka for a -4. I don't mind it. But obviously, Solanke's got Ipswich at home next week, hasn't he? Would you sell Wood, Gabriel, or Gvardiol for a hit, or leave them in? I wouldn't get rid of any of them for a hit, no. Are you going to do projected scores for this game week? I can. I don't know how likely they're going to be to come true. Newcastle, Arsenal, I think 3-1 Arsenal. I think 2-0 City. I think 2-2 Leicester, Ipswich. I think... that one's hard to call. I think 2-0 Liverpool. I think 1-0 Forest. I think 2-1 Everton. I think 1-0 Wolves. Spurs Villa, I think, is going to be... I think 2-1 Villa. I think 2-2 United Chelsea. And I think Brentford Fulham is goals galore as well. I think that's going to be like 3-2 Fulham. I think that's going to be an absolute goal fest, honestly. They're my predictions. Thank you again, though, Nabil. Thank you so much, man. Bench Havertz or Semenyo? Semenyo. I either have to start McNeil or Gabriel. Should I play one of them starts or sell one, and if so, who to? I think Gabriel's probably going to start. I'd rather start Gabriel this week. I think he'll be fine to play. Son has been spotted in training, so that's obviously great for the Son owners. I mean, Son should start this week. I just don't think he's going to get like the full 90. Where are the team leagues, man? We've got 20 minutes left. Need the team leagues. I did 8 Nori for Lewis. Think you're right as per top man. I mean, it could go bad, but I just don't think... I don't think City defense are a necessity right now. Forget FPL, some pretty fun matchups this week in English football. Yeah, it should be a good weekend, man. Should be a good weekend of football. Foden for captain over Haaland? Probably not. Very, very risky. 213k hoping for a green arrow. Having a good season, man. 213 is really good at this stage. I have Saka and Haaland as premiums. You think I need one more? I mean, Salah would be nice to own, really, with the fixtures he's got coming up. Okay, then one more question option. Keep DCL instead of buying Worcester and buy Garnacho for a free. That's not too bad. I don't think you have... Like, I wouldn't sell DCL this week. I'd keep him for one more. Shall we hold you to that next week? Well, you can. Like I say... We could be doing this next week, and I could have just said all the wrong things, and it could completely go wrong. But like say, I mean, gut feeling is the biggest thing you got off in this game. Like, I know that people like do all these stats and all this jazz, and there's like using AI and everything like that. But at the end of the day, mate, you don't know if someone's gonna have a good or a bad game. Like, AI can't predict. Like, they can't say who's gonna do well and not. It's literally like the exact same as me being like, Strand Larson could get a brace this week. Like, he could, but he might not. AI could say that, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's good feeling, man. You're going to know more than AI, in my opinion. Like, if you're a football fan, you're going to know more. Like, if you're like, a relatively engaged manager, you're going to be... Your gut feeling's better than AI. Because numbers will only get you so far. Start Video Rodgers. I'll probably start Rodgers this week. I like Rodgers as an option. He's just had a rest midweek, and they're missing Van de Ven, so they're not really got any pace at the back. Like, Romero's not very... I mean, Romero's all right. I mean, they've got Porro and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like Van de Ven missing is a massive, massive loss for Spurs. Reckon United versus Chelsea will be a goal fest. Yeah, I said, like I say, 2-2. I think that's gonna be a big game week. Thoughts on Watkins differential captain? I mean, I think it's one of those weeks where there's already so many good captaincy options. I just don't think a differential is worth it. Because you can go Palmer, Salah, Haaland, Saka this week, and they're all going to be like big captaincy. So if you go differential, there's already so many options. I don't know. I think Salah's the best this week. Then I'd probably say Palmer, then Haaland, and then Saka, and then maybe somebody like Mbumo. But Chris Wood could go and score a hat-trick. It's one of those. It's one of those. Keep the likes coming though, guys. Make sure to subscribe as well if you're brand new. We do go live with the deadlines every single week. Where are these team leaks? Please. We need them. I need to know whether Gabriel's bloody starting. And I also need to know if Isak and Gordon are starting. And I don't think we're going to find out all that information in 20 minutes. Should I keep DCL for one more week or buy? I'd keep DCL for one more week, personally. I'd keep him for one more week. Garnacho will score 2 on Sunday. Gotta play him then, man. If he's scoring 2, you're gonna have to bring him in. You don't think Chris Wood is a player capable of a casual hat trick? Look, as a Forest fan, when we brought him in, I was not happy about it. And he's been unreal for us this season. Like, honestly. Like, he was alright last season as well. He did score a hattie, I think, against Newcastle around Christmas. I remember watching it. I think it was like Boxing Day or something. and it was a great Christmas present from Chris Wood. So yeah, he's not shy. Didn't he get like he got like 4 against Wolves as well, like a few years ago? Not for Forest, but it was against somebody like Wolves or something. So he just goes off. He just goes off, man. He's a great option. He's proved me so wrong as a Forest fan who only had bad things to say about him. Because like he wasn't great at Newcastle, he wasn't great for Burnley. He's available for Forest. That's literally just been confirmed. So Wood is available. So if you've got him, obviously play him anyway. But he is available. He's not injured. He's good. Which is, you know, water is wet. He was always going to play. Start Sanchez or Flecken? Probably Flecken. He'll probably get more save points. I think they both concede. Do you ever consider trying to get Jackson in? He looks like a beast this season. Yeah, no, he's been putting up really good numbers. It's just, I can't bring him in. Like, I don't have the money for it. Shall I bring Mbumo in for Kulusevski? Yes, dude. Mbumo is one of the best players to own this season. You have to have Mbumo in your team. I don't even know what his ownership is right now. Only 40.2%. That's wild, man. He's had like 0.8. He's had 8 price rises. Look at his numbers, man. Like 9, 14, 8, 9, 8, 2, 15. Like on penalties. Fixtures are great until game week 14. I think he's still a hold though for a bit. Like I love Mbumo, man. He's such a good option. Which trio would you prefer for long term? Salah, Saka, Palmer, or Haaland, Salah, Palmer? I think with the fixtures coming up, I think Salah, Saka, Palmer's probably better. Worth risking 8 Nori and Van der Ven out. 4 yellows for 8 Nori. That is the only issue. But hopefully he knows that in the back of his head and he doesn't make any stupid challenges, because I want 8 Nori for Southampton at home. It's looking... There's been no concrete information, but Gabriel is looking like he's starting, but it's not from a proper reliable source. So it's still an in the air situation. I need to know, man. I need to know if Gabriel starts. I need to know. Oh, sorry, man. Haaland, Palmer, Saka, or Salah, Saka, Palmer. Haaland, Palmer. I'd probably still go Salah, Saka, Palmer. I think game week 12 onwards, I think they're all going to be really good to own. I have 8 Nori, Lewis, and Trent starting. Should I bring in Mikolenko for Konza and bench Rodgers? No, I'd always like playing attackers over defenders. Unless it's someone like Trent, I'd always play attackers over defenders. And like I say, Rodgers, he got rested midweek. Came off early last week as well, so he's got more than enough in the engine. And Spurs are without Van der Ven, so... Start with Gabriel. If he does not start, he's not likely to come off the bench. Win-win for you. I just don't want to be hurt by double Arsenal defence again. If I didn't have Ray, I'd be playing him. But, dude, honestly, double Arsenal vet. I brought them on. When did I bring them in? I brought them in on a game week 6 wildcard. 1, 2, 1, 0. What did Gabriel get? Roughly the same. He got, yeah, 1, 1, 1, 1. You know how bad that is? It's unreal how bad that is. And I just don't want to get hurt by it again. It's the early kickoff. It will ruin my FPL week if they concede in like the first few minutes. Why is no one mentioning Ashley Young? I just think Mikolenko is a bit of a better option. Yeah, apparently Gabriel did train yesterday. It's positive about Gabriel. Like I say, if Gabriel started and Isak and Gordon weren't playing, I'd play him. A source has said that Gabriel starts, but he's been wrong a couple of times before. So it's not a source then, really. If they've been wrong, then they're not a source. They're just guessing. Let's go for Aina over Gabriel. Kuna, Haaland, or Mbumo as captain and vice captain, please. Haaland captain, Mbumo vice. And then Aina over Gabriel. No, I'd play Gabriel over Aina. If you have double Arsenal defence, I'd play Aina. Haaland and McNeil out, Salah and Kuna in. Again, it's one of those transfers. It could hurt your season. If Haaland goes and gets a brace today or a hat-trick, it's going to hurt you a lot. What option is best to have Trent and Gabriel and 2 premium midfielders, or 4.5 to 5 mid defenders and 3 premium plus Mbumo? So I've gone the latter. I just think like the only defender that you really, really want this season is obviously Trent. And maybe an Arsenal defender, and maybe Gvardiol, and they're obviously all really expensive. You can't have everyone. Trent is a player that I'm really missing, though. I think he's going to be a player that could really hurt me. Konate for the 4th defender or Rodgers, if not Mikolenko and Konate. I'd play Konate over Mikolenko this week and play Rodgers, yeah. I always want to play attackers over defenders. Their ceiling's just a lot higher. The main difference between Salah and Haaland is Salah will always give you at least one return. Haaland will give you either none or a hat-trick. And that's what I mean. And the potential of a hat-trick every week is just something I'd like in my team, you know. I'd be absolutely bricking it if, let's say, like, Haaland gets one. Like, obviously, he got one early against Southampton, didn't he, last weekend? So I bet all the triple captainers were like, here we go, here we go. And then, obviously, he got nothing. But what if he does that this week? Oh, mate, that Bournemouth game would be a horrible, every time there's, like, a notification about a goal, you'd be, oh, God, it'd be horrible. With all the injuries in Man City, Haaland always depends on them. Haaland is not a playmaker. No, he's not. But he only needs one touch, and he'll probably score. Yeah, he looks good, Luke. He looks really, really good, mate. He really does. I don't mind him as an option at all. Still no team leaks, though. Again, potentially Gabriel starts, but it's not from a really reliable source. So for me, it's still in the air. I don't think we're going to get news about Newcastle, though. Start Mikolenko or Aina? Probably Aina, just back the home fixture. Salah always gets bonus points with just one goal, but Haaland doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Salah's been doing it for years, hasn't he? Salah's just, he's been the best. He's been one of the, if not the best FPL player we've ever had. Really don't want to play Gabriel. I feel like I have to because selling him seems silly. I think at this stage you don't sell him because Game Week 12 is literally a couple weeks away. And, you know, you're going to want Arsenal players Game Week 12 onwards. And you're going to want a couple of free transfers over the international break. Mikolenko or Carvalho first bench. Probably Carvalho, probably. Did I just say Carvalho? Yeah, Carvalho. Random question. You think the guy in my mini league with only 480 points can make a comeback? How many points are you on? When is the international break? Game week 12, I believe. So 2nd of November, 9th of November, then 23rd. Yeah, so after game week 11, international break. So before 12, which is... This is such a good time to wildcard, man. Because you've got the international break to wildcard over, and then you've got Arsenal and Chelsea fixtures going really well, so you can just bring loads of those. I'm jealous. If you've got a wild card for Game Week 12, I'm jealous, man, because your team's going to look ridiculous. Hopefully, I'll be able to get there with a few frees, though. Like, I might get rid of Haaland around then, and then bring in Trent and Saka, but we'll see. How's your handover? It's better. It's getting there. It's like a tier 2 sprain or something, so it's going to take like 3 to 6 weeks to recover. Oh, you're on 570. 480, 570. It's still early days. He could easily, like, captain. He could get a couple good captain picks and they could go off, so. Have the armband on Salah, but I feel like Haaland will go off today. He's overdue a haul. He can go off against anyone, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He's got that capabilities, which is always scary. Have a wild card, Smith or Rodgers plus Virgil, Gabriel or Gvardiol. I'd probably go Konate over Virgil van Dijk, just save the extra money. And then I'd probably go Gabriel as well, just because Gvardiol could be potentially injured. I have Saka, Salah, Palmer, Haaland, and then Mbeumo in my team. Should I keep them as the rest of the team is okay? How do you have Saka, Salah, Palmer? Yeah, I mean that's incredible. Saka, Salah, Palmer, and Haaland and Mbeumo is ridiculous. I don't know how you fit them in your team, but that is a ridiculous. Yeah, dude, you keep them. What were the most recent updates on McNeil? So Dwight McNeil has got a chance of featuring in Game Week 10, although his current involvement in training is with the physios and not the rest of the squad. So, for me, it's not enough for me to warrant starting him over Rodgers. Whereas Rodgers, like I say, he's just had rest. He's going to play 90. They're missing Van der Ven. All the Game Week 12 wildcarders I know went without Salah and one of Saka Palmer due to the fixture swing, so we all fell behind. No Liverpool defense hurt me a lot as well. Any news on Son, Wood, or Gabriel? Wood is fine. Gabriel, some unreliable sources are saying that he starts. And then Son was pictured in training. So that's basically the updates on those three. The same with 5 free transfers hurts the power of wildcards this year. I don't think they do, because it's not like you lose them over a wildcard. You know, like when I wildcarded in 6, I had like 2 free transfers in the bank after I wildcarded. I think it's fine. It helps like not having to use the wildcard if you saved a lot up, but is there really going to be a point in the season where you're going to have 5 free transfers? Like I had 3 last week, and then I used them all in 1 week. Any X accounts you recommend for team news? Team news probably at Team News FPL is a decent one. There's one that's like FPL Team and Ticks or something like that. Kyle Walker's travelled, which is interesting. I don't know if that hurts Lewis or Gvardiol's chances of playing. I'm super torn if I keep Madison or sell for Palmer. I'd probably just bring in Palmer. Hey, Foden and Solanke to Salah and Raul Jimenez, or keep my 2 free transfers. No, I like the Salah and Jimenez, because you're probably going to captain Salah, right? So, Garnacho is in. Let's go 10-pointer income, and best of luck, man. Hope he pops off. I think it'll be a goal fest, that game, honestly. 8 minutes, dude. These deadline streams fly by, bro. Play FaZe or Semenyo first bench? Semenyo first bench. Always the attackers. I need to take a screenshot of my team, don't I? Because I'm not gonna make a transfer, am I? No. I'm not going to make one. I'm not going to make a transfer, so... Take a screenshot for Twitter. I forgot to tweet out the stream as well. That's my bad. I always forget. I'm so bad at tweeting out, bro. I think there's going to be such a swingy week, though. I honestly think it's going to be... swings and roundabouts this week. Honestly. Full team, Kelleher, 8 Nori, Lewis, Aina, Saka, Salah, Palmer, and Bumo, Dibbling, Haaland, Strand Larson, subs. Yeah, I mean, the only issue is obviously Kelleher. Like, as soon as Alisson's back, you're going to need to get rid of Kelleher, so... That's how you fit it in. Yeah, I mean, Kelleher's a bit of an off... like, you're going to have to get rid of him at some point. His son's starting. He's trained. He should start, but... It's hard to say. He did train, though. Who's my captain? Saka. Salah, sorry. Salah's my captain. Haaland's my vice. Let me just refresh, make sure that I've got everything set up. I don't think we're going to get news about Newcastle and Arsenal, so... Mikolenko over Gabriel, it looks like. Going to watch that Arsenal game and just... I mean, I still need the clean sheet for Raya, but obviously, if Gabriel scores a bullet header... It's just... Maybe I just play him. Play Johnson or Rodgers? Johnson. Dude, you asked the question 3 times in 2 seconds. Do I play Gabriel? Oh, mate. I know he's going to get a bullet header if I bench him. If I play him, he's going to concede in 2 minutes. If I bench him, he's going to score a bullet header. I know he will. I know it's going to happen. I think Gabriel over Rodgers. I think Rodgers will do well against Spurs, though. I think I just play it like this. I think the team's fine. I think I just... Because if he doesn't start, he's not going to come off the bench. Okay, for my sake, can you bench him then if he's scoring? I'll bench him for you. I'll bench him and see what happens. It's not looking good, though. I think I'm just going to keep it. 5 minutes. This is... I'd love an early team lead right now. So if Isaac and Gordon don't start, I'm playing Gabriel. But we're not going to get it, are we? Apparently Ben White trained yesterday as well. So they're nearly up to like full... Oh, mate, this is horrible. I don't know what to do. Bullet header inbound. No, he's going to, isn't he? When Gabriel scores, I'll think of you. Don't do this to me. How likely is Mikalenko to keep a clean sheet against Southampton? I don't know how like I'm definitely playing Aït-Nouri. I'm definitely playing Milenkovic. It's just Mikalenko or Gabriel. It's just the early kickoff though. Just if they concede straight off the bat, it's gonna piss me off so much. Everyone's saying start on Gabriel. You do realise though, if I start him, he's gonna concede in 2 minutes. So if I start him, it's on you. It's on you guys. He might even start after all this. He's going to start. I'm screaming for you. I'd go Mikalenko. Stick with your gut. I don't know what my gut's torn though. No, don't start him. You just want that bullet header. You're not starting him, Novelty? My gut, honestly, I don't even know. It's literally a coin flip. Never back the early kickoff. That is what Gandhi says. But that's for captaincy. I told you to go Palmer captain last week. You did. You did. It was a good shout. Arsenal clean sheet already puts you up because of rare, so need to have both. Yeah, but imagine having both, though. Like, what if they keep a clean sheet and Gabriel scores a bullet header and he's got like a 14-pointer? 13-pointer. I'd hate myself. And oh, God, I wouldn't be able to. That's horrible. Oh, and I've got 3. I don't know what to do. Flip a coin, head or tails. I don't even have a coin near me. I'm going to have to do... I'm going to let fate decide. I'm going to let fate decide. Right. You guys can't really see that. Coin flip simulator. Right. Heads, I play Gabriel. Tails, I play Mikalenko. Heads, Gabriel. Tails, Mikalenko. Mikalenko. I've let fate decide. I've let the gods decide. Mikalenko it is. Enjoy your bullet header, guys. Enjoy your bullet header if you're playing him. Enjoy it. I've let the coin flip decide. I've got. I don't know. My gut is literally. I don't know. I've started Mikalenko. The coin told me to. That's it. That's a wrap. Enjoy your bullet header. Fate has betrayed you. No, enjoy it. Enjoy your bullet header. He'll concede a goal and do nothing. I'm not playing him. I can't go against the coin. I can't. It's not happening. Bench one, Kuna, Bowen, or Raul. Probably Bowen. Bullet injury. After this, he probably just doesn't even start, right? He probably doesn't even start. 1:45. Yeah, we're not going to get any news. No. I've flipped a coin chat. That is the... Apparently starts. Apparently Gabriel starts. But I knew he was probably going to anyway. Aït-Nouri or Konate? I think Konate is more... I think Aït-Nouri is more attack... Like, much more exciting to have. But, Konate is safer. I'd probably go Konate. Heath, how you doing? You're up. Will Gvardiol play? Probably, yeah. We've got a minute left, guys. Lock in your teams. You should have done a poll. Yeah, I should have, to be fair. He'll definitely start. Yeah, I mean, look, if he gets a bullet header, then you can all take the piss next week. If you want. But never leave it to chance. I mean, but my gut is like, I don't have a gut feeling. I generally don't have one. I'm not swaying either way. I think generally... Oh my God, he's going to score, isn't he? I've got 40 seconds. No, I've made my bed. Just don't blame Nabil on the coin flip or later. You'll have enough things to blame him for later. No, I'm committed. I committed to the flip. Gabriel is on my bench and starting Einer instead and feel at peace. Wish I felt at peace right now. Jeez, man. You also benched him? We're all going through those bullet header misses. It's going to be conflicting because I need Raya to keep a clean sheet anyway. But obviously, if he does, then Gabriel does. Unless Gabriel gets injured and comes off on like the 10th minute. That could happen. You know, maybe he comes back too quick and gets injured again. Who knows? Right, 5 seconds left, chat. Lock a minute. Lock a minute. I'm up 1 spot in the standings this week. 102 now. Hey, dude. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. All right, we're locked in. Enjoy your Gabriel bullet header. Enjoy your Gabriel bullet header, guys. How many Arsenal players to even played this week? The fact that you were not at peace with benching him was a sign in itself. Yeah, but if I benched Mikolenko, I wouldn't have been at peace with that. So, we're locked in though, chat. Big thanks to everyone that came out to the stream. I cannot believe I just rolled for the 4th time this season. Dude, plenty of transfers to mess around with though over the international break. Good luck, everyone, though, guys. We'll be back live next week. Obviously, we'll have videos in the week. Massive shout out to Nabil for the 20 gifted as well. Absolute legend. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone stopping by today, though. If you did enjoy the stream, subscribe, like, all that jazz. Best of luck this week, guys. Hopefully, Gabriel doesn't start. But he probably will. And he's probably going to score. And it's going to be rough. Either way, though, guys, have a good weekend. Much love. Take care. And until next time, peace.